much more of a large production for their newspaper, but I was actually more drawn to The Guardian. I thought that the writing quality was a lot higher and that there's a little bit more like offbeat kind of stories. And I was particularly interested in the arts and entertainment section. I had never seen that like kind of quality in a student newspaper. So as soon as I got here, I was a hip hop writer my freshman year, and I interviewed all sorts of big shots.
Borders Club and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, no, actually I interviewed like 50 Cent and weird stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
cool.
I know. Like you'd be surprised, like artists really want to get like student to college, like that audience. Yeah, so they actually like give you interviews with pretty big people.
That's really
yeah. You know, they're not typical to an editor-in-chief. Probably should be what it should be because what it ends up being is a lot of the little stuff. Though it should, I mean, I'm definitely also there's like organizational things, but it comes down to being the last one here on productions. You know, like fixing the moon phases. We have all these like random little things, that end up like that no one really knows how to do, so they just sort of like don't do them. And they leave, and then we end up doing like the T's at the top. It's like always something we do at like 3 a.m. Yeah, so it ends up being like those things. But it's actually the things that people like see the most readily too.
So tell me about a day in the life of like producing the newspaper. I know you guys produce on Sunday and Wednesdays for publication.
And you know, technically we also try to produce on Tuesdays, but it's like since we have Wednesday, it's like we kind of just like chill here on Tuesday. But so basically the designers or the editors get their stories in by 10.
Okay. Right?
You're supposed to. Yeah. And then the copy readers read them, which is like, you know, AP style and proofreading and making sure like all the names are correct and stuff like that. And then after that, the pages get designed at about noon.
Yeah.
This is all like ideal.
10 to 2.
So the designers come in around noon. They finish, depending on when they actually got here, around 5 or 6 or something.
Yeah.
And actually, the editors end up doing a lot of the design. You know, because the designers, like, the only way you get a good designer is if they have like 2 years of practice. Doing like headlines take people forever. You would be surprised, you know.
Oh, I've tried to do it. You know,
yeah.
Can I write that's eye-catching but like succinct?
And it's a hard process because you're embarrassed a little bit to just throw out ideas. You don't want to say something that's really bad, but it kind of like takes that process to get something good. So we try to like help with the brainstorming of headlines because with a bad headline, like it doesn't matter if the article's good.
Yeah.
You know, it's like no one's gonna read it.
Read it or not read it.
That's like really one thing that actually distinguishes us from other UC newspapers and other college newspapers. Maybe in California, I don't really pay attention to outside of California, but a lot of the headlines are so bad. We're looking for scandals. I mean, we don't find them very often because everything's so boring. Things that are scandalous to us, like the speech policy committee, like not letting us into their meeting. I mean, it's a big deal, but it's not very interesting to anyone else. That's kind of the danger in the fact that lots of small newspapers